Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was too busy crying in pretty much in a fetus position, tearing up of just how sucky my life is and how single I am. There. But no, welcome. Come on, throat. What's up with my throat? I swear, every time I get words out, even in the morning, I sound so rusted and broken, as if I'm not broken enough. Hey, but yeah, hope you enjoy the reads. Not a lot. You can blame college for that. I hate summer school so freaking much. I swear, I'm about to go insane. The thing is that I say summer college. I didn't say summer high school. I didn't say, and maybe those suck too. So maybe summer school just sucks in general. But for me, how many assignments do you seriously want me to do? I'm not here to be a mathematician because, mine is math involved. Actually, it's more difficult than math itself. The simple math, pre-algebra, I miss those days. But unfortunately, I'm in a class that doesn't do that. No, I'm inside statistics, whatever, And by the way, statistics, not only the word that I struggle, there's a bunch of words in there that I struggle saying, which just sucks to actually even type all of those, which I get it, I have a job of that, but for crying out loud, with these typing of these like different parameters of words and stuff mixed with just the different parameters of freaking graphs and data, not freaking simple equations. No, who cares about simple equations? Let's just throw it out the window and let you suffer from doing all these thinking problems about how many people inside 100 people. Like, I swear to God, I'm about to kill somebody. No, but yeah, that's my life in freaking summer school, and it's hell. It's hell. It's already hell. It's a freaking 100,000 degrees out here. It's freaking Venus. It's freaking Mercury. Like how I'm melted, and I'm used to it. But at the same time, the moment I walk outside, ooh, I'm all grilled cheese. I'm a freaking cooked pork lechon. Okay, I am cooked to the tip. You can eat me. You can bite me, serve me up in a freaking taco or some platos, and bada boomza. No, but seriously, I don't mean to go that crazy, but I'm telling you right now, I'm losing it. Okay, and maybe that's the sake of entertainment. Maybe I don't even know at this point. Why do you watch these? Okay, anyways, where was I? Yeah, and also hopefully you guys checked out my stream. I streamed on 4th of July just to celebrate 4th of July. I did a little longer stream this time, a little bit longer as I usually do, knowing that, I never go to 2 hours, but at least it's, long enough to actually, and I was surprised. I was about to quit when I reached to the final game because I think I played about 7 or 6 games in that one stream, which I'm kind of surprised about. A couple of games that didn't work and some that did work that I stick around and I had a good time. So shout out to those that showed up to my stream, and you gotta check out my stream. If you don't know when the stream is coming or what's going on, then follow the Discord so you will be in the know. Anyways, Anime Expo is going on. This is basically the day, week, or whatever you may call it, that Anime Expo is going on. And some of you are wondering, well, Vince, how come you're not there? Well, where's my money? Where's my gas money, huh? Where's my ticket? Where is it? Where is it? Okay? That's the only reason if I would go there. I guarantee you, and you have to pay double because I would bring my friend Stefan as well. My co-host, Stefan, would also come with me if we were going to Anime Expo. But that's actually a good question. How come I'm not in Anime Expo yet? Jeez, I don't know. Look at the crowd. I was looking at the crowds. I was like, oh my gosh, that's Anime Expo. I mean, for the looks of it, I don't know how many times you gotta walk around. And the thing is, that's another reason. Something's up with my legs. I don't know what's going on. I gotta lose this chunkus. I gotta really work out. I was looking back at my old vids of me dancing and also as to right now, because I dance and train every day. And even though I kind of been low in it, I still been active. But man, from the looks of it, yeah, things are not shaping as I wanted to. I feel like I should be losing weight or something before I turn 30. Like, I gotta get on to that. I gotta get on that. I don't know what's happening. I'm pretty much, maybe I've been lazy here and there, but I've been active. I mean, shoot, I guarantee you the summer school makes sure that I'm active. I've been doing these freaking like assignments like I'm serving hotcakes out here, okay? I'm freaking sweating while I'm trying to answer the equation, totally with not chat GPT and totally not cheating at all. But yeah, I don't understand. My legs should be okay, but yeah, something's going on. I literally was planning to, work out today, and I felt my legs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Like I didn't rest around 4th of July, but I feel like that I could have. I don't know. Also, yeah, let's get started. I don't know if I have any news per se. I mean, there's wildfires going on, which is kind of like the reason why I just haven't been confident to go out. You know how you stay in your own house for the longest? And by the way, shout outs to those that are out there in the heat, that are working, that are doing things. Shoot, even doing groceries. That's already hard enough as it is in 100-degree weather. You have to deal with the fact that your ice cream is already like freaking melted, and then you take it home and it looks like soft serve, which is kind of like my favorite kind of ice cream, to be honest, so I'm not mad about that. But some kid will be like, why does this look like mush? Jeez, I don't know, son. How about you go outside? You know what I mean? But this weather has been ridiculous. The heat is crazy. I know it's supposed to be the highest, and I know that I'm used to it. I literally wore pants when I went to the Philippines, okay? I wore pants in 100-degree humid weather. But there's something about American hot weather that is so bad that it just sucks, especially when you're close to the damn desert. It is terrible. I don't know what it is. Other hot weathers that I've been around the world, like when I compared that to America, to God forbid, Las Vegas, it must be, no. It must be hell over there for sure, like actual hell. And this right here in where I live in California, like this is terrible. This is terrible. I don't like this. And it got so bad that there was a blackout, which doesn't happen a lot. But I remember there was a blackout, which there could be now. I couldn't tell. I'm away from a lot of like electronics or something like that. Just having a living room to record. I just love something about that. If I ever do a live podcast, it would literally be here in this living room, like what I did with Stefan. But when it comes down to like almost this 100-degree weather itself, that I know I couldn't go out. And I forget my point that, yeah, if I was like, the whole time as I was like staying indoors, I honestly start to notice a lot of things about where I live because I just moved in like, a few months ago. And I realized that this house itself is kind of like, there's nothing special. It's almost like a cabin, yet you're away from the elements of the heat. And it's so hard to tell if it's really hot out there or not. But it's sort of sneaking in a lot of times, I don't know why I'm giving those kind of details. It's just that I feel like I'm saving energy a lot of times when living here, which is kind of different compared to where the other places I lived. Because it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like I have to do a house tour, but I feel like that's a little too much information. I'm giving a little bit too much information in this podcast. I don't know what's going on. I probably shouldn't be sharing a lot of this stuff, but I'm supposed to tell you what's going on in my life. But yeah, freaking a blackout happened. Thankfully it wasn't long enough, which usually doesn't happen at all. Here in California, you would think that blackouts wouldn't happen, but yep, they're happening. And I don't like that. I don't like the moment that a blackout happens, literally as I was about to turn in my assignments, that would suck. Like, how am I going to turn my assignments? The internet's off because it needs freaking power to power that internet box so I can get connection. And yeah, none of that was happening because boop, energy's down. Everything's like full black because it happened at night. And it was, yeah, I just hated it, especially how hot it is. Thankfully, it was in the night, so it wasn't that hot at all. But today, right now, in this beautiful sunny day, this is a terrible time for a blackout. Terrible time. Anyways, let's get into some gaming / animation news. A lot of things are happening right now, but I can't really go through all of them. But however, I will reference a couple stuff that I was supposed to talk about I make this new series when it comes down to VinzTalk, which is like, kind of like the same name itself. But this time I'm talking about topics that are happening as of right now, as they usually happen, instead of like you waiting for a video or a podcast of this format on Sunday. So here it is. Pretty much I might as well talk about it first, because Alanah Pierce is getting a lot of backlash, like big time out there. And it makes sense. There's some parts of it where I do agree and some that I disagree. I don't know if I'll link to the video that I did made about her, because I didn't really have the time to edit or anything. So I don't know. Maybe I deleted her or something, because I've been deleting a couple of stuff in my phone from just the amount of assignments that I have. Like I can't hold this. I just can't. I need to make room for this particular video that I'm making right now, and also the Let's Reads. But Alanah Pierce said something about like having kids is a disability or something. And she's part of this like group of, people that does accessibility for disabilities, or when it comes down to color changers or something like that. In games, like, because she works at a gaming company, like Santa Monica. I forget the name, to be honest. It's Santa Monica something, okay? I don't know. I don't really care about her business or whatever. But it seems like she's really getting a lot of attention. And here's the thing. When it comes down to anybody that, that has the same opinions or mindset as Alanah, which I usually don't care about, for Alanah, I can't bring myself to hate her. Like, she is not that bad. There's other people where I'm like, yeah, they got problems or something, like, with Dr. Disrespect. But for Alanah, I'm like, this is kind of just unfortunate. I don't know what it is, but I've been watching Alanah for the longest time. I've seen her grow, and I've seen her being part of the industry in different areas ever since I discovered her from Funhouse. And like, she is pretty much getting, with the amount of backlash that she's getting, is because of her opinions and what she thinks about having kids. And I get the anger. You not having kids, you're not allowed to speak with it. How's that a disability or not? Especially for Alanah, that she's not really disabled at all, which I don't know. She said something about her thumbs, but I don't know if that would call that. I don't know if she called that as like a physical disability. So I'm just gathering what she said. There's other responses that talks about this more, but with the backlash and everything, I get the point. But man, like, she was just getting dragged in with so many people, that especially with the alt-right movement, talking about how she's like, like her opinions about kids, and also within that aspect. And there's a part of me where I kind of see that, because I know Alanah is like, what is she? Like pro sex work, pro like, LGBT plus, or, stuff that people of the right literally disagrees on, okay, for a good reason. And for Alanah, she goes against that. And when it comes down to kids, it's almost opening this conversation about, like her, opinions about the whole abortion, because that's what I was thinking. What's like her opinions about the abortion, or the whole Roe v. Wade thing situation or something? Because I don't know where I agree with that. I think there's some aspects that I kind of agree, like, okay, maybe abortion is okay. But for the majority, being the 95% of it, I would say, like, no, abortion is not okay. And that's just my opinion. And if, you don't like that, then that's okay. Just don't, please don't have my head. Okay. I don't know. I'm just this lonely YouTuber that is just talking for the sake of talking. And I'm not trying to start fights with anybody. But it seems that, like, Alanah's just, like, I've tried to find reasons for everything. And pretty much is one of those where I probably would let the professionals do the talking. But at the same time, I followed Alanah for a long time. I follow her, like, and I know that she has certain takes. She has certain opinions that, in my opinion, that are not very justified, that are kind of ignorant, and pretty much maybe because she's hired for that or something, because it does feel like that most people that are hired, that are like getting the better business or better sponsors, are the ones that are actually having these opinions that the majority doesn't agree with, especially politically. But this is not political. This is about having kids, how she planted out different disabilities and stuff like that. And there's a list of them, and this is where she gathered it. So it's not necessarily her that made it up. It's from what she gathered from the sources that she, got the whole, about the situational disability and how, having a kid is a disability, when to me that's not right. It's just because you have a responsibility that doesn't count as a disability. Like what? Having a freaking girlfriend or boyfriend is a disability because you can't finish your damn game? How about spend time with your loved ones? Okay? How about spend time with her or him? Like maybe that is kind of more important than your next level in Helldivers or your next round in Fortnite. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because when it comes down to games, and you would think I'm obsessed with gaming, when, if anything, I'm probably the opposite or neither, because I play games, I get paid to play games, and pretty much when it comes down to me and gaming and the amount of games I finished, and I'm trying to make that as a content here in this channel, gaming a lot of times has always been something that I was into and that I loved, and something that I can thrive in. But also, it's not really the biggest, responsibility. If I had a kid, if I had a dog, or, if I was helping my parents, like way bigger responsibility than finishing a game that I have to review tomorrow, which I don't need to, but also like more important than getting a commission about a game or, with that embargo stuff. Because for me, instance, like, I feel like life and as humans, it's more important. Reality is more important than just playing games. I feel like, and this is coming from a person that is obsessed with games, that has like 1,000 games and played 1,000 games or more, that actually has a full-on backlog and continues to grow. But at the same time, I'm still a human. I'm still a person. I kind of like, value my time with working out and dancing more than playing a game, to be honest. And that's just the reality of it. And most people should have that as well, because games are not important. Whatever you do for fun, sure, maybe it's important at the time, but you have to take responsibility, especially as an adult or even as a young one, being around with your family and focusing on your studies and stuff like that. Like that's more important than whatever you're playing. The same thing goes with kids. And from what I, heard from Alanah, like, I wouldn't say like she's like going into that direction of just like saying like, oh, like you should focus on the game more than the kids. She's not saying that. Maybe she's pointing out like what she calls something that most people don't call it. And, I feel like that's where most people's anger get, come from. And they're rightfully, right for, being angry at Alanah for this opinion, for like, and at least how I see it. But I don't know. I'm just pointing that out. The same thing with the doctor disrespecting that I talked about like last weekend. I don't really have like a point or a take or a blah, blah, blah. I'm just talking about it. I'm just telling you like, hey, an explosion happened. And here's what I can tell you about that explosion that happened last night. But that's it. I'll leave it up to the professionals, the news, man, the people that report, the journalists or who freaking ever. Because who am I, right? Anyways, let's get into some fun stuff here, because speaking of fun, kind of funny, actually has like especially someone that got married, which is Tim from Kind of Funny. That has actually been part of Kind of Funny. It's like one of the co-founders or something like that. Finally got married. It really showcased that, time is really moving quick. And Tim is the first person that I ever met from Kind of Funny. It was dope seeing him, this vibe that he gives off. And I truly just want to graduate him and say like, yeah, go get him. And I'm still waiting for Blessing. If I was literally near him, I'll be like, so what about Blessing, huh? Listen, there's a good amount of people that deserve to have a significant other. And nobody deserves it more than Blessing from Kind of Funny. Maybe because he's my favorite right now. Sorry, Tim. But, pretty much I'm still waiting for that day that, especially I thought Mike was going to get some too when he was talking about his trip in LA for something that I kind of forget. Oh, it was the Game Awards. Oh, no. It was Summer Game Fest. And I thought he was going to get some over there in LA, like means someone that, he can relate with and someone that he can fall in love. I still have no idea. And maybe that's not my business, but I'm a romance channel. So when it comes to that stuff, I always like to know the know. Okay, I always like to get into the know and, just spill the tea, why don't you? Oh, God, I haven't said that in a while. Spill the tea, geez Louise. But yeah, congrats to Tim. Kind of Funny. Shared it in a podcast somewhere. And they freaking did the wedding in like the Kind of Funny studio, which is kind of crazy to think about. which if I'm correct, that it lit like it was sponsored, and also like NVIDIA, the sponsor actually set it up or something like that. I don't know, some crazy stuff. They have to do a kind of funny version, I guess, instead of like finding a vineyard and set up the party there. But I get it, you know, it's expensive in San Francisco, so why not spend it the way you want to spend it over there? You know, it's probably expensive already as it is. Anyways, let's get into gaming. So Nintendo, in this topic, pretty much I have two topics surrounding Nintendo. One of them is how they have new games in NES and Famicom, and how I don't freaking care about that in any way. I don't care. Just emulate them. Yeah, Nintendo's got to come for me. Come for me, Nintendo. What's up? What's up? No, but seriously, I like they just put out some crappy games. Just some crappy games. And then they just gotta like, you know, oh, it's new, oh, it's good or something like that. I don't freaking know. It's like some leftover stuff. Where the good stuff? Where the Donkey Kong? Where's freaking Diddy Kong Racing for N64? Where are those baddies? Huh? Where are those baddies at? I want to see the big boys, the big games, but you got some freaking like shovelware. Typical Switch. Typical Switch Online goodness. You love to see it. I don't mean to sound like RGT, but you know, next thing right here. Let's talk about the MIG Switch, since I already dug myself a hole for Nintendo to piss on. But it's Nintendo versus MIG, and pretty much MIG Switch owners. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, if you type MIG and Switch, which you should know how to type, do that for me, okay? You know, this is literally an audio-based podcast, so you can just do that while I talk about this. But basically, if you're still here, it's just like a chip to hack your Switch and also put more games or something like that, or back up your games. I don't know the technicality of it. I just know that Nintendo is gonna come after these people creating it, which are from the creators that made this is people from Russia that actually create the whole MIG Switch and its prototype. So yeah, I never thought it would happen, but Nintendo's coming after them, and it kind of sucks. They're also coming after the people that own it, so it's like what? Here's the thing about, can I just say this? I've been wanting to say this. Nintendo has a sin that is just, they can't get enough of it. They can't get enough of it. And the thing is about Nintendo, they're so freaking greedy. Like, just, you shouldn't care. You're the most profitable company in this damn planet. I guarantee you would own me 10,000 times, okay? With like they're 10,000 times my bank account, or maybe 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 times my bank account. I don't freaking know. They're freaking billionaires. Who the heck cares if you're like, what's up with Nintendo being all salty about how dare you put this game from back in 1988 or something and put it on your PSP and emulate it? What the fuck you care about? Like a Switch? What you care about, Nintendo? Are you serious? You are worried about that? Are you worried about that I have this particular game that is not on your device and that you do not care and that is not your game, because this is not a freaking Mario game. This is not a Yoshi game. No, this is a freaking Sega Genesis freaking racing game from like freaking 70s or 80s. The 70s or 80s, I don't care. I guarantee you that most of Switch wasn't alive back then or something. Or maybe they are. They're too old to understand. But damn, they are just that salty about just tiny games that they don't care about, that they don't preserve, that they don't put it on their Switch Online. But at the same time, this one game that I'm playing on my PSP is way better than whatever you put in your freaking library. I said it right there. Because, I don't care about Switch. What they are doing is insane. With the amount of they're putting out there of just like, oh, we're getting rid of this. They're getting rid of their own history. They're getting rid of people actually, working this hard to actually emulate and also share the history of what Nintendo has done. They're doing you a favor, Nintendo. And yet you freaking like try to eliminate them. Sending the Nintendo ninjas out for them for what though? For what? Because of a tiny, are you serious? Listen, if my videos get like, anybody wanting to have a video of me from, back when, before my channel was terminated, and it's a video back in 2015 of me doing a gameplay of a mobile game, because that was mostly what I played back in the day. And when it comes to walkthroughs, please do so. And I will support you if you do, if you actually have those videos in hand, because I want to see those videos. Those are my videos, but at the same time, I wouldn't go after you. I wouldn't copyright strike you. And if you have those old videos, then yes, you should actually show them, because it's showcasing a history of when I did YouTube, and you're doing me a big favor. You're doing everyone that is a fan of this channel a big favor. I wouldn't be mad, but I'm not Nintendo. I'm not a greedy, everything kind of like, you know, like just mungus wungus or whatever bad word I can come up with, where YouTube won't freaking strike me down for cursing or something, even though I already curse a little bit. But it's ridiculous. Like, Nintendo, just get over yourself. Jeez. And they're not gonna care about me. They ain't gonna care about me if I'm here or in the moon or a billionaire or nowhere. They do not care. Elon Musk can freaking yell into the heavens about how Nintendo needs to stop deleting their own history, and they wouldn't care, because that's Nintendo, everyone. That's Nintendo. Ladies and gentlemen, Nintendo, the greediest pigs in this damn planet. Yeah, I said it. Anyways, I'm so angry, but this is what you came here for, okay? Okay, I just got this whole energy because I didn't work out. Moving on. Yeah, this whole thing about Mudahar versus RWBY USA, I don't know what's that about. I just put it there, but this is one of those instances where I feel like I might talk about it later on, and it might go into something. So I don't know, maybe I'm talking about the something before, like, you know, the storm. But let's get into animation news, because this is something I really want to talk about. That RWBY is officially coming back, and it's going to be owned by Viz Media. Not by Crunchyroll this time. No, Vince Media. They're owning RWBY. They bought RWBY, and man, the community is celebrating, or they could be worried, because I don't even freaking know. Maybe, hopefully, Viz treats it with respect and care, because I guarantee you, like, you know, that RWBY, that's our baby. That's our baby boy, baby girl. Like you keep an eye on. Yeah, we keeping an eye on you. But yeah, Viz Media, I hope they treat it right. I know they're a big animation company or whatever, something anime related. I don't know anything about anime companies. I know Bones. I know Oda. I know, actually, I don't know at the moment. I'm not in an anime mood, as you can tell. I'm in a bad mood. Well, sort of in a bad mood. I'm happy. I'm okay. Okay, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. But no, like this. Yeah, this is pretty much a big deal right here for RWBY, and pretty much them having a new owner. It's kind of curious how they're gonna go with the story, and hopefully they, you know, preserve it very well. They showcase it the way it's supposed to be showcased, like what Monty wanted it to be. So I'm kind of curious where this is gonna end up, or where is this gonna go, because let me tell you, they can change a lot of things with RWBY since they own it. But what could that be? Hopefully, whatever happened with that whole thing about revealing the bonus app surrounding, you know, that desert area that I forget at the moment. Hopefully they can continue that for what they put, and also showcasing that love. But who knows at this point. But yeah, I really am curious of, you know, where RWBY's got to go. And you know what? Time can tell. Time will tell. Time can tell? I should stop recording. One love and a peace. God bless. Nintendo, where you at?